only race of people that they tell us to forget our history. Everybody else to be like, we're going to let you know so it doesn't repeat itself. Don't you forget that shit. That shit's not going to happen. Every other person. And then they'll all ask us to support them in their plight. They just want us to continue to entertain, give them creative ideas so they can steal all of that shit. We are the only motherfuckers that they tell to forget about our history. The shit is so disgusting. When you go to a doctor's office, what's the first thing they do? They pull out your medical history. Right. Because we have to assess what is happening now. We got to look back and see, okay, let's see what happened. Last time you were here, this happened. Right. That's how you're able to move forward. They don't use that same philosophy on African American or African history. We are so deeply hated. They hate us so much. Right, it's so true. And if they're not making money off of, if they're not benefiting sexually, monetarily, culturally, they don't think of us as human beings.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. That's who this world ignorantly called God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit and the Paleo-Ancient Hebrew tongue. Double honors to all the elders and apostles across the four corners of the earth that's pushing this truth and sincerity. And we know where that truth lives. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I'm just gonna give a little quick sit down on how the video I presented to you is it's off YouTube, and it's this comedian, I think his name Godfield or whatever, and he's stating facts, man, because so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're the only people on earth that's told to forget our history, or we have to dig and find our history. Our history is a mystery. Why? Because the ruler, the nations that's ruling over this world today hide it from us, you know? But the Lord stated that, he would discontinue his heritage, man, from us, man, that he gave us. And that's Israelites, man, his people, his chosen people, man. We don't know who we are, man. And it goes back to what's been done to us through history, man. Okay? But our people will not search for these things, man, you know. I'm going to get into it, though. This is Jeremiah 17:4. And even thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from the heritage that I gave thee, and will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And that's happening. That's happening right now, man. We are in a land that we not know. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in a land that y'all know if not, man. America is, man. Yeah, the Northern Kingdom was here, but we don't know this land, man. And we're serving who? Our enemy, the so-called white nation, man. It makes sense to the ones who serve the Lord the right way, who he gives the Holy Spirit, but it's not going to make sense to the minds of this world, man. Okay? But the scripture shows us what happened, man. This is during the Greek time, you know, in the Greek captivity. This is why the Greek captivity is out of the Bible, out of the original Bible today that's given to the people, man. The Apocrypha is out the original Bible. You have to buy the 1611 King James version, man, to get the Apocrypha. But that man is stating facts, man, is because, man, We are told to forget about what happened to us and what we've been through and and who we are as a people. We're not taught to look into our history, man. We're only taught to be concerned with entertainment and materialistic shit, man. You know? But let's get into it, man. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 7. And this is talking about Alexander the Greek, okay? So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils multiplied in the earth. So evils multiplied in the earth when they came, okay? And there came out of them wicked root Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus, the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year, the kingdom of the Greeks. You see that? So this is in the time of in Rome during the Greek Empire, man. You know, he was a hostage in Rome, man. So this is during the Greek kingdom, man, when the Edomites were ruling, which today you guys call the so-called white people. Okay, they were ruling back then too. Okay, now listen to this. Verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. See that, man? So you had wicked Negroes in that time wanting to do what the heathen did. Let's peep why would he want it. Why? For since we have departed from them, we had much sorrow, man. So they didn't want to serve the Lord, man. When you serve the Lord, there's going to be sorrow on this side, man. Because we have to pay for our forefathers' punishment, man. So it's going to be punishment for us because why? We have to serve the Lord, and the Lord don't want us doing the ways of the heathens, man. Okay? So it's going to bring sorrow. And you got wicked niggas saying, let's go make a covenant with the heathen, man. You know? And you know, if you continue that process if these Negroes with these mind state grows, which is coons today, you know, through generation to generation, how much more the mind's gonna be like that, man? You know, you're not gonna have much rebellious minds under the oppressor, man. Okay. Verse 12. So this pleased them well. You see, he persuaded a lot, man. Okay. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do the ordinance of the heathen, man. See? Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, man. So there was people in our days that set up these places in these buildings, man, to practice the ways of these heathens, man. And these buildings can come in any sorts, man. They churches, they religion, their gyms, their this everything, man. It can go into many things, man. And as you look at it today, what is Israel doing, man? More concern of how to live according to the way of the heathen of this man, man. Concern about his world, man. Instead of living through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah in this world, man. Yes, I am born in the world, but I am not of this world, man. You know, verse 14, verse 15, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief, man. You see that? So these actions cause us to lose our heritage, man. See that, man? Now let's see what happened. And after that, let's go to verse 20. And after that, Antiochus had smitten Egypt and returned again in the 143rd year and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude. Esau took his army and went up to Jerusalem, our homeland. Let's peep game. Verse 21. And entered proudly. See that? Entered proudly, man, into the sanctuary, and took away the golden altar and the candlestick of the light, and all the vessels thereof, and the table of the shewbread, and the pouring vessel of the vials, and the censer of gold, and the veil, and the crown, and the gold ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off. And he took also the silver and the gold and the precious vessels, and he took the hidden treasures which he found. Who do that sound like today? What nation do that sound like today? That's you so-called white people, man. The so-called white man running up in everywhere, any place of the earth, running up, taking their resources, and doing it proudly. Peep game. Verse 24, and when he had taken all away, he went unto his own land, having made a great massacre, and spoken very proudly. So this man was killing people, running through shit, taking shit, and leaving proudly, speaking proudly about it. That's you devils, man. That's why we can't trust you, man. I can't trust you. Look at this, man. This is why we lost our heritage, man. When you have a nation that wicked doing these things, man, and putting you in oppression, you're going to change your ways, man. The Lord is going to put a spirit on them devils for y'all to change our ways, man. You know? And Israel did, man. Look at the state we at today. They changed their ways, man. And verse 25, therefore was a great mourning in Israel in every place where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned, the virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness, and the land was moved, and the land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion, man. Esau ran through there and tore shit up, man. You know? Esau ain't playing, and he's about to do the same thing today, man. You know? With no remorse, man. You know? And now peep game. Let's go down. Verse 29. And after 2 years fully experienced, the king sent his chief collector to tribute unto the cities of Judea, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude. Esau came back with his army after 2 years, and he spake peaceful words unto them, but all was deceit, man. That's what this devil do, man. Hey, everything gonna be okay, man. We're sorry, man. We don't mean to come in here like that, man. We apologize, man. You know, for when they have given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel, man. See that? So when he forced Israel to believe something forcing people to believe something as is true, that's what this word credence mean, man. Okay? Credit. Matter of fact, let's just go into it. Credence. You see that? Belief in or acceptance of something as true. See that? So that's a force of something, man. You know, he had them believing in something, man. And as soon as they did, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it, man. The same thing he did to the natives here, man. The Tainos, man. You know? And destroyed much people of the city, man. And when he had taken up the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof. You see that? But the women and children took they captive and possessed the cattle. You see that, man? So this man has been doing this to us for hundreds of years, man. And it's gonna and that's how the Lord took our heritage away, man. Let's go down to 41 real quick. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. And that's what these Edomites do. We're all one, all for America. And fucking bullshit, deceit shit, man. We ain't all one, man. If we was all one, if that's the case, why the Lord ain't give y'all melanin, man? Stop it, man. We don't believe Esau ways, man. The Lord said the wisdom of this world is foolish, man. And who run this world? So-called white man. He's foolish. Verse 42, and everyone should leave his laws. You see that? They wanted us to leave the laws of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Verse 43, yeah, many also of the Israelites consent to his religion and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. You see that, man? We're not supposed to be doing it, and y'all still doing this today, man. So that lets us know this is how the Lord took away his heritage, man. And then we're taught not to dig up and know the truth of who we are. This Bible tells us that King James 16:11 is the closest thing you got. And the Lord had to give you the spirit because to show you this is our history book, man. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, this is our history book. And this is how you find who you are. This is how you find your heritage, man. Okay? For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem to the cities of Judea that they should follow the strange laws of the land. You see that? They was forcing us to do these things, man. And the Lord had it in their spirit to bring death upon us if we didn't. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temples, and they that should profane the Sabbath have feast days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, and set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. That's what you Negroes eat. Pork and unclean beasts, man. Crab, lobster, shrimp, alligator, iguana, ostrich. You niggas will eat it all. Frog legs. You Negroes are just sick, man. You Negroes will eat it all. See? That they should also leave their children uncircumcised. You see that? Supposed to circumcise your son's penis within the 8th day of his birth, man. It's in the law, man. But they told us we shouldn't do that. And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profaneness. Profaneness. See that, man? So this is how we lost our way of being a nation and knowing who we are, man. These are all the curses, man. Verse 49. And to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinance. And whosoever would not do according to the commandments of the king, he said he should die. You see that, man? So Israelites, the Lord put our people in a position to where, nigga, I'm bringing death upon y'all, man. Y'all bringing straight oppression. And in the self same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judea to sacrifice city by city. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, ever one that forsook the law, and so they committed evils in the land, man, and drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for secure. See that, man? So the people that stayed down with the law of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, they had to flee, man. They had to flee, man. But the rest of you Negroites, man, they stayed and loved it, man. You know? They stayed and loved it. And that goes into what this prophet was talking about, man. This is Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel do not know it. Israel do not know. My people do not consider, man. And it's a lot. And that's our people all day, man. They don't care, man. They're not trying to look up in their history and see what happened to us, man. They're not trying to read the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. They don't care, man. And if they do read it, they're Christians and they don't understand it, man. The Lord still got them lost, man. But when we go through all these things, the Lord put these curses on us right here, man. This is I'm gonna go a little bit into Deuteronomy 28, man. I'm gonna start at 27. 28. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart, man. See that, man? And thou shalt group in the night, in the noonday, as the blind groupeth in darkness, man. And that's talking about yearning for a way, man. You know, the Lord said he shall lead y'all in blindness in this world and y'all enemies' land, man. And that's how Negros is in America, man. Especially these YCNs, young crazy niggas, man. They are gone, man. They are smite with madness, man. They are all revolting and gone, man. And astonishment of heart, man, and blindness, man. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled forevermore, and no man shall save thee, man. So that's happening to our people today, man. We don't know who we are. We lost our way, man. You know? We don't have a way of knowing who we are, man. And we shall only be oppressed, man. Verse 30, thou shalt be wroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her, man. That's going through you Negroites all day, man. Fucking women ain't shit, man. Y'all will lay with many men, bro. Many men, bro. And don't care. Don't think twice of it. That's why y'all so fucked up today, man. Cause y'all lay with so many different niggas and don't look at it as it's nothing, man. Got all type of spirits in y'all, man. You know, this is what you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians go through on this side, man. This is how we lost our way, man. The Lord is putting us through this as punishment, man. You know? And thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof, man. You know, in the days of old, man, our people had land and stuff, man. Esau took it away from them, man. They had plants and fruits and vegetables. The Lord allowed this devil to take it away from them. Why, man? Because he spoke about it in his word, man. This is how we lost our heritage, man. Let me see. Let's go down to 37 real quick. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee, man. That's why you Negroes running around here calling yourself. That's why you Negroes running around here calling yourself black or African American. You know, y'all don't know who y'all are, man. You know? Y'all have no heritage, man. The Lord took his heritage away, but he's waking his men up. He's waking the prophets up to understand that, oh, we are the Israelites, man. You know? And this is, let's go down to verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth to the other, and thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone, man. And among all these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. See that? That's working for these nations, man. We are put in position to work for these nations. We don't own no banks. We don't own no big corporations, man. We have no identity, man. This is how we lost our way through the Lord curses, man. Okay? But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and a sorrow of mind, man. You see that, man? And that's what our people go through today, man. Jake is tired and lost out here, man. Or Jake is either in the gang, Jake is either messed up, loving Esau, or Jake just a coon, or Jake just a street nigga that got money and want an image, or Jake, you got Jakes in truth that's wicked, man. You got Jakes that know truth that's wicked, man. Still living in this world, man. Sneaking, living in this world and coming back and thinking they in truth, man. You know? But we have truly lost our way, man, through the Lord. That's why we don't have no identity, man. You know? Verse 68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. See that? You don't need a ship to go from Israel to Egypt, man. So this is spiritual. That Egypt is spiritual. By the way, with ships. And how did he do that? During the Atlantic slave trade, man. That's real. There's documents of it that this man had, but somehow he putting into the minds of you sick Negroes that it wasn't real, man. Why the fuck did they have a slave auction block here, man? During those times, man. Negroes are sick, man. By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And that's talking about our homeland, the land of Israel. Esau set up over there, man. From the verse Maccabees that I showed y'all, how they fled into Jerusalem, he did it again with the Palestinians, with Palestine, and took over, man, and calling themselves Jewish, but they're really Amalek, the chief tribe of the Edomites. Okay. We wasn't going to see our land no more again. And there ye should be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you, man. And this is how we lost our way, man. being sold unto them from the west shores of Africa, coming in here. Because during the Roman time, 70 AD, we had to flee. We fled from the west shores of Africa. Over 1 million Jews, man. You know? You can go read that, man. It's a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu, man. You know? You can read about it, man. And we were sold here, man, for bondman and bondwoman, man. Growing up under their customs, man. And that's why you're calling yourself Negros, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Okay? This is why y'all have no identity, man. Okay? But the Lord is waking up the prophets, man. The prophets is here today through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. And we understand who we are, man. And we understand who we serve, man. And we have an identity. Whether y'all believe it or not, nigga. We do. With that, I'm going to end it.